So I'm still mega bullish on Palantir stock. I talked about this company for a very long time, and today I'm not going to talk about what you expect. We're going to talk about a unique connection that will increase government revenue for Palantir by a lot in the future, among other things. So stay tuned for this video. So I was mega bullish on Palantir back on the 24th of May in 2022. Talked about this stock for a long time. It's the second largest position in my portfolio right now. They have done extremely well and for good reason. But back then when I started covering it, they were dropping in revenue growth. It was 25% at the time that I made that video, and they were still not profitable. Since then, obviously, a lot of things have gone right, and they will continue to go right. A lot because of the unique connections that you might not expect, but that Palantir has. Founder, in this case, part of the PayPal mafia, Peter Thiel, he sponsored a certain politician back in the day. A politician you might know about. His name is J.D. Vance. He's the vice president today. But Peter Thiel basically made this person. He worked for him in his funds back in the day. He got sponsored by Peter Thiel money for his first position in office. He was a never Trumper. Yet how is he the vice president with Trump today? Well, things got smoothed over by Peter Thiel at one of the golf clubs of Donald Trump. So of course, if this person is going to perhaps become president one day after Trump, guess who's gonna get the government contracts, baby? Palantir. And as shareholders, we're gonna be able to cash in. They have already shown tremendous growth in the government sector. But we're seeing massive growth in the commercial sector now as well. They talked about it in the earnings call, how they have to turn away customers. This is a massive luxury. It's like Tesla back in the day. They did not make enough cars to meet demand. And in the economy today, demand is the major bottleneck. It's the major constraint. We can produce a ton, but there has to be people that want to buy all of the crap that we make. And that's why we have so much advertising, influencer marketing, all of those things, just to sell more product. So having the luxury of having to turn away business is just a business like no other. It's a profitable business. It's a business with a price to earnings ratio of 600. And a lot of people are salty about that. But if you have a company with massive revenue growth and huge margins, well, it's not like your mom and pop's grocery store where you have a slim margin of 2% on each grocery item that you sell and you grow by 15% year on year, something like this. Of course, you're not going to have a price to earnings ratio of 600, but if most of that growth turns into profit for shareholders, well, then it only makes sense, and we need to look at the rule of 40, a rule which Palantir is smashing, by the way. And we can see Carp comment on this in the earnings call, creating a lot of value for customers, and then downstream from that revenue, and then downstream from that tendies for shareholders. The guy actually said tendies in the earnings call. Very charismatic, one of the most entertaining earnings calls for sure, definitely compared to a lot of the REIT earnings calls that I've been listening into as of late. So thank you to Carp for making it more entertaining. I think they will continue to grow massively in government due to certain connections, as stated earlier in the video. I also think they will continue to grow massively commercially. We've seen a few companies mention Palantir on their own earnings calls. Hopefully, United Health mentions Palantir soon and use them to increase operational excellence. They have some problems with premiums being too low. They did not spot this trend in time, lost out massively. Lesson learned, new CEO, go contact Palantir, get data science up and running, make quick real-time decisions on the business and make a ton of money. Great value proposition, still stands strong to this very day. All right, that's been it, covering the earnings call for this $1 billion quarter. Have I said that enough, by the way? But that's been it, covering this amazing quarter. And as always, I hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.